I probably shouldn't have done that intro. But, yeah. So, welcome to today's video. So, today, we're going to the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. And maybe we'll have a surprise afterwards. So, yeah. I don't want to keep you waiting. Let's cut to a very tired Carter. It's very late. And, I know you already saw the intro, but as you already know, we're going to the Cleveland Museum of Natural History tomorrow. So, I gotta go to bed. So, I got up. Good morning, world. Got dressed. Ooh, that's nice. I like that shirt. Then I said goodbye to my beautiful baby boy, Bosco. I'm not going to see you for a long time, and I love you so much. Oh, I love Bosco so much. And then I left the house. And, yeah, we're just gonna walk out to the car and get inside. And now we're just going to drive for a little bit. Yes, this is an actual time-lapse of me driving. Isn't that nifty? So we're driving all the way to McDonald's because we're big backs, and I really want a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. And, you know, I also got some Minute Maid orange juice, which I drank very dramatically for some reason. And then hankering along for a 1-hour drive. And, yeah, it's kind of crappy weather, but still. We finally made it to the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. And we made it. We got on the elevator. We got in the elevator after we got on, I guess. And then it opened back up. We're magically on the opening floor. And that is an actual piece of the moon. And there's also these cool rocks where you can, you know, touch and feel different crystals and different things like that. And this cool metronome-looking thing almost, it shows how the Earth is rotating and knocking over those things. This is a cast of the T-Rex skeleton at the New York Natural History Museum. It's not real, but it's a 3D model. But this is an actual fossilized version of a woolly mammoth. It's actually huge in real life. Hey, look, a whole bunch of dead animals. Yes, found dead on the road to be viewed for human pleasure. I wonder when hunters shot that one. I love birds, but I don't really love dead ones. I wonder who killed that one. Or that one. Rest in peace, guys. This is Lucy. She's our closest Homo sapien relative, and we actually found her entire skeleton, but this is just a wax outer skin. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. Please excuse the dead animals behind me, but now we're gonna go to the outside area, which has actual alive animals. That should be a bit brighter of a mood. Alright, let's head on outside, use the handicap button, even though none of us are handicapped. And, yeah, here we are outside. It's actually really cold out today, but here is a peregrine falcon. And a snowy owl, which is actually my mom's favorite animal. Rest in peace, Hedwig. And then this is a raven. Ravens are actually as smart as gorillas. So, yeah, that's cool. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, who's got stripes and white stars, da 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 da, through the rampart we walk. Moving right along, we have this animal keeper person who actually brought our own Buckeye Chuck, who is the groundhog that we see on Groundhog's Day that tells us when it sees a shadow if it's going to be a long winter, or like if the winter's going to be longer, or if it's going to end and summer's going to come quicker. And so he's basically kind of like a celebrity, because he's on like every like news channel in like February. So that's cool. And then we also have this delicious food with burger, fries, Sun Chips garden salsa, and Dr. Pepper. Yummy. Thanks for watching me eat this. Well, we're home. Wait a minute. That's only been like 4 minutes. What? There really wasn't much to do there, was there? How about we go to the Cleveland Art Museum? Let's go! Here we are at the Cleveland Art Museum. It's got a very nice modern outside, not even like modern stuff, so that's pretty cool. But let's go inside here and see what there is to see.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, what is this? This is inside, by the way. Look at these ceilings. Like, that's a whole skylight, for God's sake. This is insane. Is that a full forest? This is a bamboo forest inside. This is for an art museum. This is insane. Hankering along, though, let's go up these escalators. I've always liked escalators. They're fun. I'm currently doing voiceover, and I feel like I have to be quieter, even though I'm just watching this video. These things are like older. Some of these sculptures of Buddha are older than what we can humanly imagine. Like, they did this with hammer and chisel, and my art projects usually look terrible. Like, so I feel like if I breathe wrong in here, they'll all topple over like dominoes. Anyway, I'm going to show you one that really caught my eye. This is from the 1200s, which you'll see in a minute, but it is like immaculate detail. I know I've said immaculate before, but look at that detailing. That's like on a rock. So yeah, the 1200s. And take a look at this tapestry. Like, that was hand woven by somebody. Look at that blue guy. They used gold mixed with paint for that yellow right there. This I find genuinely mind-boggling. That's just for a regular old pot to hold water. 200 BC. It still holds up today. 1000 BC. It looks like they found this in the ocean. Look at that, 1000 BC. That is insane. And take a look at this. This is from 400 BC. Oh, that's cool. It's not 1000 BC. That's made out of pure wood. That survived that long. This is the most colorful one I've seen so far. That is so cool. I don't even know what it is. You can see like the dripping of the paint on it left over. And I love the blue on this porcelain pot. How is this even staying up? It's like perfectly balanced as all things should be. It's like on one foot. That's silver. That is pure silver. That's beautiful. I love 1950s dresses. I don't know why it's here, though. This is the definition of stupid, stinky modern art. We do not like you. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you're stinky, you stinky.
Alright, we're gonna be in here for a second. So, all of these beautiful historical artworks, and then these are just prints, and then there are these sirens. They're like noises. Hold on. There's like whistles. This is like, it actually made me laugh. Listen to that. I don't get it. There's no reason for this to be in here. I'm gonna leave now.
This is a painting by the famous Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Caprina de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso. That is called Woman with a Cape, and it was painted in early 1901. It's very beautiful, and that's literally Picasso! This is one of Picasso's more traditional abstract pieces of art. This is more recognizable as Picasso. This is kind of like a piece of art itself. This is like a huge expanse, and some of it's just nothing, but it's beautiful. A museum curator told me this. This is the most famous painting here. It's by Claude Monet, and it actually is part of 3 paintings, and somebody a few hours ago just proposed in front of it. This is probably the most perfect looking dessert ever. It's like a cartoon. I also got some delicious Mountain Dew. It's good. And let's try some of this. Sorry about that face, by the way. I'm reacting here, but it was actually so good. Like, it was only $5 too. This is a sculpture of the famous thinker, and this is actually a smaller version made by the same artist. Another famous artist, Vincent van Gogh, painted like all of these. Look, there's this one. It's beautiful, like always. Then there's this one. It's pretty small, but it's still so cool. There's no glass covering it either. Beautiful. Now we're going to the original Cleveland Art Museum that's inside the new one. This is a mesmerizing Muslim prayer corner that was made in the 1500s where people of the Muslim religion could pray. And this is a famous painting called Virgin with a Child. This is an intricately designed chair that a preacher would sit at the literal Vatican. That's amazing.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
This here is a cross made out of pure crystal, and I believe that's gold or it could be brass, but either way, it's really nice to look at. This is a giant knight sitting on a horse. This is real armor. It kind of reminds me of when I went to medieval times in Washington, D.C. This is a kid's armor. They had armor for kids. We also have ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs in Cleveland. Like, that is absolutely amazing. You can see the wear and tear over the thousands of years it's been sitting. And this is an actual sarcophagus of a lesser-known prince. It's not King Tut's. We don't even know where that is. But it's really nice. Look at the painting in there. This is the casket, I believe the body's still in there, of a Greek hero called Orestes. I've never heard of him, even though I've read Greek mythology, but it's still cool. This is one of those, like, traditional pots that you see painted in, like, the Hercules movie.
Alright, the sun is starting to set, and we have an hour drive to get back home, so we'll cut to the outro. Hey there, everybody. Thanks for coming along to my trip to the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. And then we went to the Cleveland Art Museum, because there really wasn't much to do with the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, because the last time we went there was like 8 years ago, plus, maybe even 10, and it's definitely changed a lot more modern, a lot more open, a lot less stuff to do, so we were kind of disappointed, and then we learned that the Cleveland Art Museum was literally a 6-minute walk away. So, yeah, hopefully that was pretty fun, and at least you didn't only watch a 4-minute video. Also, I'm sorry I haven't been very active. I was in a musical production. I'm starting to get a job soon if my future boss accepts my application. Just life. But, yeah, that's really about it. And let me show you a bit of really modern art. Where's my $2 million?